Ambardar, remember having many debates 5 years back, 10 years back about pundits, bringing pundits back, pundit colonies, etc. Right? Do you see somewhere over the years a dilution in the stand on the issue of Kashmiri pundits, and perhaps in a way also is that reflecting in these trends? I wouldn't call them projections, and I agree with you. Exit polls can go completely wrong, like it did. But is there a sense of anger on the ground as well among especially in Jammu, in the Pandit community? Lalit.
Oh, and then you have to recall on what issues these elections have been fought. I think when you're talking about Jammu, and I think it's good we're talking explicitly about the polarization between Jammu and Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. And I tell you, Dogras are the true nationalists of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. They have suffered so much only because they're nationalists and they have never uttered a word. They have been discriminated against in terms of development, in terms of treatment. Well, even now, when you are talking about Jammu and Kashmir, it's only Kashmir centric. Jammu Dogras are never considered. Whereas these are the people, Dogras are the people who made the state of Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh. And Mr. Shah was talking about the King Maharaja Hari Singh. He was one of the most secular kings of princes of the British India era. And these very Kashmir-centric political parties, they demonize the very king. Every 13th of July, they would dehumanize Dogras in the name of so-called Martyrs' Day, because it was against the king. They made a villain out of king who signed the instrument of accession with India. So I think what is emerging now is totally nationalist voices of Jammu are getting consolidated irrespective across the parties. And I'm sure BJP is doing very well in Jammu because they are nationalists. They are expected to go to Jammu. And in Kashmir, what is the issue that all the parties have fought on election? Return of Article 3. Say everybody. BJP may be looking forward to certain partners, and those partners as well have been talking about return of Article 370. They have been openly and publicly trying to incite people in the name of the Shinacht. Shinacht is the identity politics of Kashmir. And also what has been unfolding in the past 1 week since that jihadist Nasrullah Hassan has been eliminated by Israel. Can you imagine? The daughter of one of the so-called mainstream Islamist parties of Kashmir, she says the plight of Muslims in Kashmir is same as the plight of Muslims in Gaza. And can you imagine, we are discussing here the probability of a nationalist party, God forbid, get into an arrangement with that party.
Somebody was talking about a common minimum program. Somebody was saying that if you drop a common minimum program, these kind of alliances happen.
I tell you one thing, if you remember, when they had an alliance with PDP, right? On your channel, all those years, we were after BJP till Narendra Modi himself had to call it Mahamilawat. I only hope and pray. You know what? I'm a big fan of Narendra Modi. At the same time, as an Indian, I'm his critic also. What he did on 5th August 2019 was momentous. It was historical. He showed the Sanatani political will and got rid of that obnoxious piece of Article 370. And if he's being ill or wise on Kashmir, it's my responsibility. As I say, I repeat, I said it in the first edition, I always say it, I don't look at Kashmir as a Kashmiri. I look at Kashmir as an Indian. If we do not contain, I repeat, Kashmir Jihad is live and kicking. Even in your last report, where you gave a breaking news that some explosives have been found in Jammu. Kashmir Jihad is live and kicking. And if you do not contain Kashmir Jihad in Kashmir, you're going to have dozens of Kashmir merging rest of India. And that's why it's very important. This election, what is it throwing up? I only hope and pray in the cacophony of, I repeat, I've been repeating all these months, in the cacophony of Jamhuriyat, Insaniyat and Kashmiriyat, have we walked into a trap? What kind of people were this election going to throw up in Kashmir? I'm no doubt about it. In fact, there is a serendipity in this election. Amit Shah's reorganization of Jammu Kashmir will reach somewhere very close to logical conclusion. I see a possibility of Jammu becoming an independent state on its own. And then also I see a possibility of a union territory in Kashmir.